Many people daydream about celebrities, imagining they are perfect and kind because of what they see on TV or read in interviews. They often believe these stars are the best people on earth, unaware of the actions that can reveal a very different side. While some celebrities stay humble and lovable, others develop attitudes that are cold, rude, or even mean. These stars might act like they are better than everyone else, thinking they can do whatever they want without consequences. Their fame and wealth can make them feel powerful and untouchable, leading some to forget how to treat others with respect. As a result, not all stars are the same behind the glitz and glamour, and some show a truly unkind side that surprises fans. This script will focus on revealing 20 celebrities who are secretly big jerks, stripping away the illusion of perfection and showing the real people behind the fame. Despite his fame and success, Tom Cruise has faced criticism for his behavior in his personal life. He imposed strict rules on his ex-wife Katie Holmes, including prohibitions that she could not speak with other men. This control extended beyond basic respect and appeared to be rooted in his strong beliefs in Scientology. His devotion to Scientology is well known, and it has influenced many aspects of his life, including how he handles relationships. These beliefs have reportedly led to a rift between Tom Cruise and his daughter, who has become estranged from him. Many consider his actions to be overbearing and controlling, showing a side of him that is difficult to ignore. His intense adherence to his faith and the rules he set for those close to him have caused tension and distance, making it clear that his personal convictions sometimes overshadow his relationships. All these behaviors contribute to the perception that he can be difficult and demanding, especially when it comes to family matters. Such traits have led to accusations of him being a difficult person or a pretentious celebrity who puts his beliefs above the needs of his loved ones. Despite his charm and talent, critics argue that his actions off-screen reveal a less likable side. His strict rules for Katie Holmes and his unwavering support for Scientology continue to be points of controversy, highlighting complexities in his character that many find troubling. His story is another reminder that fame does not always come with a kind or gentle personality, and that powerful beliefs can sometimes cause personal difficulties. These details about his life paint a picture of a man who, behind the Hollywood smile, has made choices that many see as rebellious and difficult. His estrangement from his daughter remains a notable part of his story, often used to question how much his faith and lifestyle choices truly impact those around him. Such actions reflect a complex personality, blending success with controversy and showing that even big stars have their struggles and questionable moments. Ellen DeGeneres, known for her long-standing career as a TV host and comedian, faced serious allegations in 2020 that tarnished her reputation. Despite her popularity and the cheerful persona she projected on her show, reports began to surface about a toxic work environment behind the scenes. Employees claimed that the workplace was filled with intimidation, racism, and fear, which stood in stark contrast to the image Ellen promoted publicly. BuzzFeed articles played a significant role in bringing these allegations forward, revealing that there was more to the story than just jokes and smiles. These articles exposed processes within the Ellen show that suggested a culture where sexual misconduct and harassment were rampant, making it clear that some people working on the show experienced inappropriate behavior and a lack of support when they reported it. The accusations pointed to a serious disconnect between Ellen's public persona as a kind, caring figure and the reality reported by many insiders. As the controversy grew, it led to investigations, public apologies, and changes within her team, but it also left a lasting impact on her career and the public perception. This scandal highlights the often hidden issues that can exist in workplaces claiming to promote positivity, forcing many to reconsider the true environment behind famous faces and their empires. Kirstie Alley is known for her work as an actress, but she also made headlines for her controversial actions and statements that impacted her reputation. She publicly criticized her friend Leah Remini for choosing to leave Scientology, which caused a lot of tension between them. Alley was outspoken in her disapproval of Remini's decision, often making comments that seemed harsh and judgmental. Her criticism did not stop there. She also made statements linking psychiatric drugs to violent shooters. These comments stirred controversy because they appeared to suggest a connection between mental health medication and violent behavior. Many people believed such statements were not based on scientific facts and considered them damaging. Alley's outspoken nature and her controversial remarks caused her career to suffer, as many viewed her as unkind or insensitive. Her actions alienated some fans and colleagues who felt her comments were too extreme or irresponsible. Over time, her reputation as an actress was overshadowed by these moments, and she became known more for her part in controversy than her talent. Despite her fame, her statements have left a lasting mark that continues to influence how some people see her today. Her story highlights how words and actions can have long-lasting effects on a public figure's career and image. Charlie Sheen, known for his role on 2.5 Men, was fired from the show because of his erratic behavior. His actions on and off set caused many problems, and his conduct became difficult to manage. Sheen has a history of domestic violence, which has been widely reported and discussed. He has threatened his ex-wives in ways that alarm people and made many question his behavior. One of the most serious incidents involved him holding a knife to the throat of one of his ex-wives, a situation that caused significant concern for her safety and brought attention to his aggressive tendencies. His reputation as a celebrity has been affected by these actions, and many people consider him to be a troublemaker in the entertainment industry. Sheen's behavior has led to legal issues and strained relationships with those close to him. These incidents have contributed to a public image of someone who is unpredictable and dangerous. His behavior has overshadowed his acting talent, making him a controversial figure and a topic of many discussions about celebrities who act badly. These issues keep him in the spotlight, not for his work, but for his troubled personal life. Many see him as a cautionary example of fame gone wrong, with his actions leaving a lasting impression on fans and the public alike. While Patrick Dempsey was once adored by fans for his role on Grey's Anatomy, rumors have circulated suggesting he was difficult to work with behind the scenes. Reports indicate that his attitude on set was problematic, making it hard for his colleagues and producers to collaborate with him comfortably. His reputation for being impossible to work with grew over time, and it is believed that this behavior was a key factor in the decision to let him go from the show. Despite his popularity among viewers, his colleagues allegedly faced challenges because of his conduct, which eventually led to the show's bosses choosing to remove him from his role. The departure surprised many fans who had admired his character, but insiders claim that his difficult attitude was a major reason for his exit. Since leaving Grey's Anatomy, Dempsey's name has often been linked to allegations of being a big jerk on set, contributing to the story that he was not the friendly star people thought he was. This has overshadowed his talent and charm in the eyes of some, painting a different picture of his personality. In the world of entertainment, reputations can shift quickly, especially when stories of backstage behavior come to light. Even actors who are loved on camera can sometimes have a very different reputation off-screen, and Patrick Dempsey's case appears to be an example of that. While many still admire his acting ability, others believe that his difficulties behind the scenes played a significant role in his career's later stages. This juxtaposition of fame and reputation highlights how complex the lives of Hollywood stars can be, especially when rumors and reports paint a less flattering picture. Fans and viewers may continue to enjoy his performances, but the stories of his challenging attitude create a different narrative about his time on Grey's Anatomy. Sometimes the struggles actors have with working relationships can impact their careers more than their talent alone, and Patrick Dempsey's situation seems to confirm that. It reminds us that fame doesn't always guarantee a smooth path, and personal behavior can matter just as much as skill in Hollywood. Despite all this, Dempsey's legacy as a talented actor remains, even if some now see him through a different lens. The ongoing discussion about his reputation continues to influence how people see his work and his time on the popular medical drama. In the end, the story of Patrick Dempsey's career reflects both the heights of fame and the challenges of maintaining professional relationships in a demanding industry. Jared Leto has become a subject of controversy because of disturbing stories surrounding his behavior on and off set. According to allegations, he sent sex toys and used condoms to some of his castmates, which many see as inappropriate and unsettling. These actions have made people question his professionalism and respect for others in the industry. Over the years, there have also been serious accusations that Leto has engaged in predatory behavior toward underage women, with claims that this has been happening for nearly 20 years. These accusations are very serious and have added to the negative reputation surrounding him. Additionally, reports suggest that he started a cult-like group of followers who are extremely loyal to him. Some say this group is based on strict rules and complete devotion, which makes the presence of the cult seem more suspicious. All of these stories have created a darker view of Jared Leto, making many believe he is not the kind of person he seems to be in public. The allegations and stories paint a picture of someone who has behaved badly behind the scenes, rather than the image he sometimes shows to fans and the media. These claims have made him a controversial figure, especially among those who value respect and ethical behavior. Although he continues to work in movies and music, these stories remain a disturbing part of his reputation. People often discuss these allegations when talking about his career or personal life, questioning whether he has truly changed or if these actions were just part of a troubled past. The accusations and stories about him are a reminder that sometimes public figures have problematic sides that only come out behind closed doors. Cameron Diaz, once celebrated as one of the highest paid actresses in the world, has gained attention not only for her acting talent, but also for her reputation off the screen. She has been known to lecture fans who approach her for autographs, often dismissing their requests in a curt manner. This behavior has left many feeling disappointed, as people usually admire their favorite stars and hope for a friendly interaction. In addition to this, Diaz has been described as rude in social settings such as parties. Reports mention instances where she was unkind or curt, with people asking for photos or simple pleasantries. One specific example that circulated involves her at a Halloween party, where she was bluntly asked for a cigarette. Instead of politely declining or explaining, she refused directly, and without apology, being described as rude by witnesses. Her bluntness and unwillingness to engage with fans or party attendees have contributed to her reputation as someone who can be difficult or unkind in social situations. While many support her acting career and talent, some critics point out her attitude at events, portraying her as a celebrity who sometimes values her privacy or comfort over kindness. Her actions, as reported, suggest she has a tendency to be blunt and dismissive, which has left a lasting impression on certain fans and attendees. Despite her success and popularity, these behaviors contribute to the narrative of her being a big jerk in the eyes of a segment of the public. Christina Aguilera has often been described as aloof and distant towards fans and interviewers, creating an image of someone who is hard to approach or friendly in public appearances. Reports and testimonies suggest that she does not easily engage or connect with people who admire her or seek her attention. This attitude has been noticed in various settings, making her seem unapproachable or even somewhat cold at times. Furthermore, her behavior extended beyond the public eye and into her professional environment. When working on the popular television show The Voice, she was reportedly difficult to work with, displaying a challenging attitude that caused tension among the production team and fellow judges. Her demeanor on set was often characterized as demanding and hard to please, which frustrated many involved in the show. Adding to these claims, her household staff has reported that Aguilera can be rude and demanding at home as well. They have described her as difficult to deal with, often expecting special treatment, and showing a lack of consideration for those working for her. These reports paint a picture of someone who, despite her fame and success, may struggle to maintain positive and respectful relationships with people around her, both personally and professionally. The combination of her distant attitude towards fans and interviewers and her demanding behavior behind the scenes has contributed to a reputation that some view as that of a celebrity with a difficult personality. Reese Witherspoon's reputation took a hit when she made headlines after a police encounter where she insisted on her celebrity status, asking the officers if they knew her name. This incident was seen by many as a sign of her entitled attitude, highlighting a side of her that some found difficult to accept. Reports also suggest that she is demanding and hard to work with on set, often refusing to comply with simple requests like removing her sunglasses or adjusting her behavior to fit the situation. Staff and colleagues have reportedly dealt with her making excessive demands, which many say show her difficult personality even outside the camera. These stories paint a picture of someone who is not always easy to handle behind the scenes, creating a reputation that contrasts with her public image of a charming and friendly actress. The combination of her police encounter and workplace reports have led some to see her as a celebrity who can be challenging and demanding, reinforcing the idea that she is a big jerk in the eyes of those who have worked closely with her. Tobey Maguire has built a reputation not only for his acting skills, but also for some controversial moments in his career. One such incident involved a waitress who claimed that Maguire humiliated her in a shocking way. According to the report, he asked her to bark like a seal for a tip, a request that was both demeaning and unexpected. This moment was only one of the more public instances that raised questions about his behavior off camera. Maguire's on-set relationships have also been a source of tension. His time working with Charlize Theron was reportedly difficult. Lieutenant sources suggest that the two actors did not get along well, leading to a strained working relationship. Despite their shared professional endeavors, their interactions were less than cordial, creating an uncomfortable atmosphere behind the scenes. Furthermore, his relationship with James Franco, his co-star in the Spider-Man series, also became a point of contention. While both actors were integral parts of the franchise, there were ongoing reports of tension between the two. Their working relationship was marked by an awkward dynamic, which many speculated stemmed from personal differences. Maguire's behavior off-set and his reportedly difficult relationships with co-stars have contributed to the perception of him as a more difficult personality in Hollywood. Despite these issues, his career has continued to thrive, but these incidents have remained a part of his legacy. Many people see Sandra Bullock as a kind and friendly actress, but behind the scenes there has been some trouble. Despite her sweet image, she has been known to insult fans who asked for autographs when she was off camera. Some fans say that she has been rude to them, making them feel unimportant or ignored. This has caused a lot of conversation and surprise because her public face is so different from her actions. Her PR team has had to work hard to fix the damage caused by her comments. They try to make sure fans still see her as a good person and turn negative stories into positive ones. This situation shows that even stars who seem kind can have moments that upset their fans. It is a reminder that sometimes what we see on screen does not always match what happens behind the scenes. Fans hope that these stories are just isolated incidents and that Sandra Bullock's true nature is different from the rumors. Still, this story is part of why her reputation has been challenged, and it keeps people talking about the real person behind the fame. Sandra Bullock has built her career with many successful movies, and her acting talent is well recognized. However, like many celebrities, her actions in private can be more complicated than what the public usually sees. While some may forgive or forget, others remember the times she was less friendly. The entertainment world often focuses on a star's ability to entertain, but incidents like this remind us that celebrities are also people with flaws. Fans and critics alike keep an eye on what she does off stage, especially when reports suggest she has insulted fans asking for autographs. Public opinion can change quickly when stories like these emerge, and it becomes part of the larger narrative about her life and career. Despite the controversy, Sandra Bullock remains a well-known figure in Hollywood, and her fans continue to follow her work, hoping that such incidents do not define her. All these stories add to the complexity of her public image, making her a more human figure rather than just a star on the screen. Johnny Depp, famous for his role as Captain Jack Sparrow in the Pirates of the Caribbean series, has a reputation that extends beyond his acting talents. In 1994, he caused a significant scene when he damaged a hotel room to the tune of $10,000, and according to reports, he attempted to blame the damage on an armadillo, which added to the controversy surrounding his persona. This incident has been a part of discussions about his personality and behavior, painting a picture of someone prone to acting out in ways that catch public attention. Additionally, his former managers have expressed concerns about his approach to his craft, noting that he believes he no longer needs to rehearse or learn his lines, which has made him difficult to work with on set. These aspects of his life and career suggest a complex character, one who has shown both incredible talent and moments of controversy, shaping the way some see him in the entertainment industry. Despite his fame, his reputation is marred by these incidents and opinions, leading some to classify him among celebrities known for difficult or problematic behavior. Katherine Heigl is an actress who earned a reputation for being outspoken about her projects and colleagues. Her honesty, however, did not always sit well with those in the industry. One of her most notable actions was turning down an Emmy nomination. She publicly criticized her own material, claiming that it was unworthy of such an honor. This move left many in the entertainment world surprised, as rejecting such an accolade is not something most actors would do. Her outspoken nature extended beyond awards, as she was also known to demand a significant amount of money for roles that she believed were beneath her. For instance, she famously demanded $3 million for just a brief appearance in the 2010 film Valentine's Day. Her demands and critical comments made her a controversial figure in Hollywood, leading to a strained relationship with both colleagues and the media. Heigl's actions fueled a perception that she was difficult to work with, causing her career to take a hit in the years that followed. Candace Cameron Bure has been known for her conservative Christian values, which she often shares publicly. However, her actions have not always been viewed in the most positive light. One such instance occurred during the premiere of Fuller House when she was labeled the rudest celebrity by Jojo Siwa. The incident arose when Bure declined to take a picture with Siwa, who was just 14 years old at the time. This refusal left Siwa feeling hurt and led her to publicly express her disappointment. Many fans and onlookers found the situation unsettling, especially since Bure had built a reputation for being friendly and approachable, particularly in her role as a beloved television star. Despite her public persona, this moment has remained a controversial part of her career, with some questioning her kindness and others defending her actions, claiming she may have had personal reasons for not wanting to pose for a photo at that time. While William Shatner is well known for his iconic role as Captain James T. Kirk in the original Star Trek series, his behavior on set has caused controversy. Reports suggest that his attitude earned him the nickname Captain Jerk among some of the cast members. Sources say that he was often difficult to work with, showing a lack of respect for others and creating a tense environment. Additionally, he did not attend Leonard Nimoy's funeral, which was seen by many as disrespectful and insensitive. Shatner's behavior also appeared to be influenced by jealousy toward Nimoy's character, Spock, which added to the tension. This jealousy may have caused him to act in ways that upset his co-stars and made the working atmosphere less friendly. The unreliability of his attitude and actions led to a negative perception among colleagues and fans alike. Despite his talent and fame, these actions have resulted in a reputation for causing discord during the many years he was involved in Star Trek. Many believe that his conduct behind the scenes was less than kind, and this has contributed to the idea that he was a difficult person to work with on the set. Such behavior has stayed in the public eye and contributed to the list of celebrities who are considered to be big jerks. This image contrasts sharply with his on-screen charisma, but it is part of the story behind the man who portrayed Captain Kirk for decades. His actions and attitudes during that time give some insight into his personality and how he interacted with others in the entertainment industry. Still, many fans continue to regard his contributions to television and film as significant, regardless of these accusations. Nevertheless, these aspects of his behavior have become part of the overall narrative that surrounds William Shatner. Ben Stiller, a well-known actor and producer, is often featured in lists like 20 celebs that are really big jerks, and reports have painted a less flattering picture of his behavior behind the scenes. According to various accounts, Stiller has been known to have meltdowns over seemingly minor issues, revealing a temper that surprises many fans. One such incident involved him reacting angrily when his Diet Coke was missing ice cubes, showing that he can become upset over small inconveniences. These outbursts suggest that he may have a tendency toward frustration when things do not go his way or meet his expectations. Furthermore, there are reports of him firing an employee because the coffee he ordered was not sufficiently sweet, which indicates that his irritability can extend into professional settings. These actions paint a picture of someone who, despite his success and popularity, may struggle with patience and maintaining composure in everyday situations. Such behavior might lead others to see him as difficult to work with or overly demanding, especially considering how minor the issues are that trigger his anger. While many admire his talent and achievements, these reports suggest that behind the scenes, his temperament has caused concern or criticism among colleagues and insiders. This combination of professional success with reported outbursts over trivial matters makes Ben Stiller a complex figure in the entertainment world. His reactions demonstrate how personal stress or high expectations can sometimes manifest as unkind or unreasonable behavior in everyday interactions. Although he has a significant fan base, these stories offer a different perspective on his personality, revealing a side that is less polished and more volatile. The reports about his temper show that despite fame and achievement, the pressures of work and personal life can sometimes lead to outbursts, which can influence how others perceive him. Such incidents remind us that even well-known celebrities are not immune to moments of frustration, especially over things that most people might overlook or handle with patience. These stories continue to circulate, adding to the complex image of a talented artist whose temperament occasionally clashes with his public persona. Overall, the reports about Ben Stiller's reactions to minor frustrations suggest that being a celebrity does not always mean having perfect composure or patience, and that everyone has moments of weakness or outbursts, no matter who they are. Despite his popularity as an actor, It is reported that Jonah Hill has earned a reputation for being difficult to work with. Some colleagues and insiders have described him as challenging on set, often causing tension with directors and fellow actors. In interviews, Hill has sometimes come across as arrogant, speaking in ways that suggest he believes he is more talented or deserving than others. This attitude has led to criticism and questions about his professionalism. Outside of his professional life, there are allegations that Hill engaged in emotionally abusive behavior toward his ex-girlfriend, Sarah Brady. It is said that he imposed strict and controlling boundaries that made her feel restricted and uncomfortable. These actions have painted a picture of someone who struggles with emotional management and often crosses boundaries in personal relationships. Overall, these factors contribute to a view of Hill as a figure who can be difficult, both professionally and personally, and help explain why he might feature on lists of celebrities considered to be difficult or problematic. Terrence Howard is known for having a complicated reputation in Hollywood. He has a history of violence, including incidents involving his wives where he was accused of assaulting them. These actions have made many people question his character. Besides these personal issues, there have been reports of conflicts at work. Howard has been involved in altercations with colleagues, which added to the perception that he can be difficult to work with. One notable incident involved his departure from the blockbuster film Iron Man. Howard blamed Robert Downey Jr. for his exit from the role. He claimed that Downey Jr. played a part in his ousting because Howard refused a pay cut that the studio wanted him to accept. This led to a lot of controversy and further painted Howard in a negative light. His behavior has made him a controversial figure among fans and industry insiders alike. Despite his talents as an actor, many remember him more for these negative aspects. His actions off camera have sometimes overshadowed his work on screen, creating a reputation that some consider as being difficult or even problematic. Howard's history of violence and the disputes he's been involved in have become a notable part of his public image. These stories contribute to why some list him among celebrities who are perceived as difficult or unpleasant. It's clear that his past actions have had a significant impact on how he is viewed in the entertainment world. Many people know Mike Myers as a talented actor and comedian, but some stories behind the scenes reveal a different side. According to reports, Myers can be quite controlling when it comes to his work and interactions. There are accounts of him firing someone on the spot simply because they made eye contact with him, which shows how strict and demanding he can be. Additionally, Myers is known for his stubbornness regarding the Shrek series. He reportedly insisted that the entire series be redone, so that his character, Shrek, would sound with a Scottish accent throughout every film. This demand caused friction with producers and the creative team, as it was not an easy task to update all the dialogue and animation after the initial release. His reputation for being difficult has led to some legal disputes and lawsuits, as co-workers and collaborators have sometimes felt overwhelmed by his behavior. Because of his controlling nature, Myers has had fewer casting opportunities in recent years, as industry insiders start to steer clear of working with him. Despite his accomplishments, these stories about his attitude behind the scenes paint a more complicated picture. Some say his behavior makes it hard for others to work with him and has affected his career. While he remains a well-known celebrity, his reputation as a difficult person sticks in the minds of many who have worked with him or observed